Hey guys, Miss Jen here. We miss you and we hope that you guys are doing well at home. I will be doing some online lessons for you guys coming forward in the next theme. It is African Savannah. So we're going to have some video lessons to accompany the information that came in your packet so that your parents know how to help guide you along the way. So we're going to start with habitats before we get into the African Savannah. So a habitat is a place on Earth that plants and animals live. So the habitats are specific to the environment and the type of weather. So I'm going to flip around and I'm going to show a map. So we're going to go through some of the habitats that you guys might already know. So here's the map of the world, and we can see that we're over here. There's Florida right there. And we see some of the other continents that we've learned about. So we're over here in North America. We see South America right here. Here's Africa. We have Europe, Asia, and we have Australia over here. So if we're looking at this map, this is a physical feature map. So it does show us some different colors. It doesn't show us all the countries. It shows us the different physical features. So all of this green, brown, and yellow, what is that? That's right, that's land. So what is all the blue? Right, water. So the different habitats that we have going on here could be on the land or in the water. We've already done winter in our theme, so we talked about polar animals. So we know that they live up here in the cold areas, or they live down here at the bottom. So they either live in the Antarctic or the Arctic, and that's typically what we call the Arctic tundra. So that's one of our habitats. Now we have a lot of these green areas that have forests. So there's different types of forests. So we have a woodland forest, sometimes where we see deer, raccoon, we see squirrels, things like that. But we also have forests that are more like the rainforest, which we'll learn about in the summer, over here, like the Amazon rainforest. And that's a lot of times where you see toucans and anacondas and jaguars and things like that. Also, we have desert areas where it's dry and hot. Sometimes where you'll see your tortoises and some kinds of snakes and the cactus, right? So we're going to be talking about the African savanna. So the African savanna is over here in Africa. So here's the continent of Africa. And right here we're talking about the savanna, so the grasslands. So there it is hot and dry, but we have some animals that might be familiar to you guys. So if you kind of think around Lion King, Lion Guard, those are animals that live in the African savanna. So in your packet, you'll see our habitat cards. So that's where we're going to start today. We're going to go broad and look at habitats, and then we're going to narrow it in, and we're going to specifically work on the African savanna for the rest of this week and next. So if we're looking at the habitat, we can see that they all look different. That's the environment that we're looking at. What type of plants, what type of weather. Those are specific to the type of habitat that it is, a biome also. So animals can live in these specific environments, and that's where that they strive, and that's where they do well in. So if you take a penguin and put him in the rainforest, he's not going to do well because his body isn't adapted for the rainforest. It's adapted to the cold. So we're going to look at these habitats, and some of them are going to look real familiar to us. So let's look at each of them. So what's this one right here? We see a barn over here. We did this one in the fall. Right, that's the farm. We have this one here with the big trees. Right, that's our forest, our woodland forest. Look at this one right here. Got lots of sand and rocks and some cacti. That's the desert. That's going to be dry and hot. What's this one right here? Lush green, some water. Right, that's our rainforest. What's this right in here? Big blue open areas. Oh, and some coral. Correct, that's our ocean. Let's look at this one. Snow and ice. That's our Arctic tundra. This one right here, typically we learn about it in the spring. We've got some lily pads. We'll know that there's some cattails. Right, that's our wetlands. Sometimes we think of them as our pond areas. And then we have this one. That's right, this one's our African savanna. This is the one we're gonna work on for the next couple weeks. So also in your packet, let's look, we've got some animals. So let's look and see, spread out our animals. You can spread yours out too. So let's see, can we find an animal that lives in the farm? You find one and I'm gonna find one. Let's see, I'm looking. What lives in the farm? Did you find yours yet? I'm still spreading my pieces out. I found one. I found a chicken. A chicken lives on the farm. There you go. All right, let's see if we can find one for the forest. For the forest. Look at all your animals. All right, I found a deer. What animal did you find? Awesome. All right, let's go to the rainforest. We haven't learned about it yet, but I know it's a favorite for many of our children. I found a tree frog. Did any of you find the tree frog too? All right, so let's move to the desert. The desert. It's dry and hot. Ooh, I found a scorpion. Don't want to come across one of those. All right, so let's go up to the ocean. The big blue. All right, I found a jellyfish. Anyone else find a jellyfish? Did you find something else? Maybe an octopus? All right, next one we are going to, let's go down to the Arctic, where it is cold. It's cold and there's snow and ice. I found a polar bear. What did you guys find? All right, so let's go to the next one, a wetland. Think of those ponds and what lives at the pond. All right, I found a dragonfly. Someone find something different, maybe a frog. All right, so that brings us up to our African savanna. Let's see. Ooh, I found a good one. I found a zebra. Did you guys find a zebra or anything different? Maybe an elephant? Awesome. All right, so use some other cards that you can sort. So go ahead and keep sorting which animals go onto what card. And then we have ones that have the words. So you can have your parents read you the words, or if you look, you have some words at the bottom of each card that names what habitat or biome that it is. So this one says ocean and matches this one right here. So I'm going to go ahead and put it right there. So go ahead and take your time to finish matching all of your animals to their habitats.